Ask ChatGPT, Google's AI, or Perplexity for the best in almost any category. You don't get 10 blue links, you get a short list. 3 brands, maybe 5, named directly, with a reason for each. And some brands are always on it, including a lot with genuinely better products than the ones that get named. Being on the short list is the new front page. If AI names you, you're in the running for the sale. If it doesn't, you don't exist for that shopper. So the question that matters, why does AI recommend some brands and ignore others? It's not random, and it's not about who's best. If we haven't met already, I am the digital avatar of Steve, the founder of e-commerce agency Working Digital. While he is helping Shopify brands scale with AI, I am here to keep you up to date with the latest AI strategies for e-commerce. Steve reads every comment, so make sure to drop one below. Being good is not the qualifier. AI does not test your product. It never touches it. AI reads. It recommends what it can quote with confidence. So the brands that win aren't the best brands. They're the most readable and quotable brands. That's uncomfortable, and it's the key to everything. You can have the best product and be invisible while a mediocre competitor gets recommended every time, purely because AI can read and quote them and can't read and quote you. But that's the opportunity, because readable and quotable is completely within your control. You can't become the best product overnight. You can become the most readable and quotable brand in your category. It comes down to two things AI needs. AI has to be able to read you, and AI has to have something of yours to quote. Miss either, and you're off the list. The first reason brands get ignored is the most basic. AI literally can't read them. To a crawler, a lot of sites are a wall of HTML, pretty to a human, meaningless to a machine. If your site isn't structured so AI can parse what you are, it moves on to a brand it can understand. A few common breaks. The AI crawlers are flat out blocked by a setting somewhere. Important content only loads through scripts. The crawler doesn't run, so the page looks full to a person and empty to the bot, or the data just isn't structured. Reviews AI can't tell are reviews, products with no readable attributes, and entity AI can't connect. This is the foundation, and it's the gate. Most businesses fail at least one basic readability check by default. But fixing readability gets you found. It does not get you recommended. Even a perfectly readable brand gets ignored if it fails the second test. Second reason, even for readable brands, is that AI has nothing of theirs to quote when it matters. When someone asks about a specific product by name, a readable foundation often surfaces you. But most valuable questions are open. What's the best brand for X? Who should I use for Y? When AI answers an open question, it does not pull from your product page. It pulls from content that answers the question, guides, comparisons, best of lists, and names the brands that content names. If you haven't published anything that answers your category's open questions, AI has nothing of yours to reach for, and it recommends whoever did, usually a competitor or a marketplace. The fix is content. Publish the answers to your category's real questions on your own domain, written so AI can quote them. The foundation gets you found, the content gets you recommended, and it compounds. One piece is a fluke, a library is a moat. The reason this gap is so easy to miss, the brands AI recommends are not the brands Google ranks. Two different systems: Google rewards, backlinks, keywords, domain authority. AI rewards structured, quotable content, and a clear entity. Different inputs, different winners. So you get the Google winner, AI Ghost, a brand that ranks well, has traffic, has a working SEO program, and is completely absent from AI answers in its category. And they can't see it, because AI visibility isn't in analytics or Search Console. Your Google numbers can look great while you're a ghost in every AI answer. The only way to know is to run your category's questions through the AI engines yourself. Being a Google winner is not protecting you. The two reasons map to two jobs. Job one is getting found. The foundation, being readable and parsable. Fail it and you're invisible even for your own products. Job two is getting recommended. The content, having quotable answers to your category's open questions. Fail it and you might be found for your exact products but absent from every "what's the best answer?" which is where the volume is. Most ignored brands fail both. A smaller group has the foundation and fails on content. Visible but not recommended. A tiny group does both, and those are always on the short list. Knowing which job you're failing is half the battle. Not even found? Fix the foundation. Found but never recommended? You have a content gap, and no technical work fixes it. You have to publish. Most of your competitors are in the same blind spot. Good on Google, invisible in AI, and they don't know it. so the category is wide open. The brand that fixes this first tends to take it and hold it because of the moat effect. Once you're the brand AI cites for your category's questions, every new piece widens the lead, and AI keeps reaching for the source it already trusts. A competitor showing up a year later has to outpublish an established library. I've seen a brand go from invisible to the #1 most cited in its category in months, ahead of the marketplaces, purely by being the one that did this while everyone waited. That window is open in most categories right now, but it won't stay open. If you want to see whether AI can currently find, understand, and quote your business, and where the fastest gains are, that's what our free AI visibility audit shows you. Next video, the single highest leverage piece of that content library, the best of listicle, and why AI cites it more than any format.